left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. Finding life along the way, melodies we haven't played. No, I don't want no rest. Echoing around these walls, fighting to create a song. I don't wanna miss a beat. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. And we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands. And we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go.
I'm walking alone, the streets are empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe, trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight. Yeah. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight.
Wondering what crypto miner hosting is and why you need it? If you're tired of dealing with high heat, constant noise, and skyrocketing electric bills from running your crypto miners at home, we've got the solution. Welcome to Terra Hosting. We make crypto mining hassle-free. Our top-tier facilities ensure your operations run smoothly, with an impressive average 99% uptime. Need help? Our 24/7 support team and repair services are always ready to assist you. Got a broken machine? We offer RMA assistance to get you back on track as fast as possible. While you wait for your unit, Terra Hosting will loan you a similar model so that you don't lose hash rate, keeping your profits coming in. Looking to expand your farm? Our clients get significant discounts on mining hardware. Make the smart move to Terra Hosting. Visit terrahosting.io today and experience stress-free crypto mining.
Hello. How we doing today? Turn that down a little bit. How's it going, guys? Welcome. Actually, I might turn it down a little bit more. A little bit loud. We'll turn it down. How's it going, guys? Welcome. Thanks for coming to hang out with us. Nick, when are we going to change your YouTube name? The Phantom? I like it. Cool, guys, don't forget, vote on the poll if you're on YouTube right now. I did put a poll up there. I'd love to get some of your thoughts. We're going to talk about that later on during the stream. We got this box to open up. We're going to take a look at that. Just as the title says, I did not order it, but I'm definitely going to keep it. I did open it just to see like what's in there. I was like, oh, this will be a good one to check out on the live stream, which will be really, really good. But yeah, thanks for coming to hang out here. Black Hat Team, welcome. Mood Saver, how's life? Doing well, man. Appreciate it. Thanks for coming to hang out. Patrick Murphy here. Automatic Beats coming in. What is up? We see Nick, as we talked about before here. Amplifier Gaming. Let's see. Randog, what's up, Hobbyist? How are you, man? Setting up my Neoxa node. Hopefully everything goes smoothly. Oh, we're going to talk about that here in a little bit. That is on my list to talk about nodes right now. But want to check with you guys first. Sound check. Mic level's good. Music is good. Music's too loud. Please let me know. Let's take care of that at the top of the stream. Would be great. Did an ASIC reseller send it something? We'll have to wait and see, and then I'll explain. It'll be good. We'll open it up here first. I want to chat about a bunch of stuff, and then we'll definitely talk about that some more. What's up next, Genic? I guess it's next Genic to see there. Welcome. Thank you. Grabbed a drink here. We got. Big fan of the Celsius. Drink one, maybe two sometimes a day. This is the strawberry lemonade. Music is kind of loud. See, this is why we asked. All right, I turned it down even more. Let me know if that's better. I would appreciate it. Or you're super quiet. Let me check two things. Check something real quick. Want to make sure we're all good because I've listened to some of the past live streams and like no one's told me, and the music is like bumping. Oh, here we go. The mic was turned down. Thank you, Windows. That should be significantly better on my mic. And I may even have to bump the music up now, to be honest with you. But this is the stuff I like to figure out ahead of time to make sure it's good. So the mic should be much better now. It was at 65%. It should be at like 100% now, which is much better. What is up, R.I. Jones? How are you? See you at Mining Disrupt. Yes, we will be doing Mining Disrupt in Dallas. That's actually coming up. Well, that's actually, I guess, I don't know. I got a lot of events coming up, to be honest with you. But I'm glad you bring that up. We're going to talk about that. There's so much going on right now. All in like good ways. All in good ways. Absolutely, for sure. The next few months will be busy. In 2 weeks, I think. I'm traveling to Jacksonville and we're doing a mining farm tour of a community member setup. That's going to be really cool. I'm excited to bring that to you guys. And then what do we have after that? Then I'm going to be up in Montreal at the very end of July, very beginning of August, during that like weekend time period. And we have this, nothing's been announced yet, but it's going to be a massive live stream giveaway event. So that's going to be at the end of the month there. And then later on in August, we're going to be out in Iowa at Simple Mining. We're going to be doing a mining farm tour of their location and repair facility, which they have a brand new location they opened a few months back, which that's going to be really awesome. September, I'm in the process of talking about heading down towards North Carolina for a collab with another content creator. There'll be more about that. And then October is Vid Summit. It's the first time going to Vid Summit. It's a massive YouTuber event, which is going to be really cool. It's hosted every year, and it's kind of me reinvesting back into this world of YouTube. The whole event is like YouTubers and collaborations and learning and kind of, you know, lots of really cool stuff there. And then finally, November then is Mining Disrupt, which will be awesome. So we're gonna talk about that more in a few minutes here. Yeah, it should be great. Yeah, the giveaway, oh dude, it's not one giveaway. Just wait till you find out what we're doing. It's gonna be really cool. Amplifier Gaming does say, where the Iowa mining farm tour. You're talking about Iowa mining, like him. I've talked with him. It's not something we could come to an agreement on in that regard. So I decided not to do it for Iowa minings. You're talking about his container setup. Yeah, in Iowa. What's up, BP? How are you? So yeah, so markets are a little, they're down today. Definitely. I was looking at that earlier. I was like, ooh, like, but I haven't been really like, I don't know. Are you guys still watching the markets very, very closely? Or is it just like the new norm of like, all right, Bitcoin's hovering between 105 to 108, and the altcoins might be green, but most of the time they're red. Like, is that kind of the new norm that you guys are seeing as well? Because for me, it's not something I'm checking every day. I mean, there's a few coins that I'll take a look at and be like, okay, where are we at? Like Bitcoin, of course, always one of them. But like, what else? Caspa, I'm always looking at. Dogecoin, Solana are the big ones. Are there other ones in there? I mean, really, it's just Bitcoin, Solana, Caspa, and Dogecoin. Those are like the 4 coins that like I always eye up. You know what I mean? Empire Game says, oh man, I think I'm going to have to enable port forwarding on my network. Not excited. What are you setting up? I bet you're setting up like a deep miner or something like that for sure. What's up, Joey Gamut? I messaged you on Discord, never messaged me back. Italian Frank, kinda? Okay. Ordered female USB-C port from China and soldered it to the connector. I don't know what you're talking about just on time, but sounds like fun. Bits Please YouTube says, just check it in daily to see where it's at. Same as I do in the bear market. Yeah, isn't that funny, right? Empire Gamer says, I check daily on CoinGecko what the big movers and losers. Okay, yeah, they do have some options over there, which is nice. And changed adapter cable from local shop. I'm not sure what just on time is talking about, but cool, you know what I mean? Definitely cool to see that. Yeah, if for the Neoxin node, there we go. Got you. Makes definitely more sense. So let's jump over here. Just taking a look at, you know, nothing's really bumping too crazy. I mean, Bitcoin's at 106, which I saw was at 108 the other day. I was actually like, ooh, like, heck yeah. I think that's awesome. Dogecoin's down just below 16 cents. Man, what? Come on. Like, why can't we not catch a break with Dogecoin to break 20? Like, what? Come on. What is the deal? Solana's 147, which, like, anything below 200 on Solana, I'm just like, oh, dang, you know? Which is tough. And then Caspa, I don't see Caspa in here anywhere. I have to find it. There it is, Caspa is at 7.3, so I guess, but like, you just give me a 10-cent Caspa. You know what I mean? Like, come on. I just want a 10-cent Caspa. Oh, talking about your Canaan Nano 3. See, context. That's like some of the things I tell my wife. Like, she starts at the end of the story versus the beginning, and I'm like, I need the beginning. Like, give me the context. I'm working on my Canaan Nano 3 that has a melted USB-C port, and then give me the information. I don't keep an eye on the market. More concerned with stacking. I keep very close eye on that. Oh, that's good. That's good. That's definitely good. I've been looking more and more at like accumulation. I've been looking at, you know, just like I've started to have a lot. I actually built a spreadsheet that every day I'm populating in to really see what I'm making per day, at least from a crypto perspective. Not only yield, but also like what does that equate to from a US dollar perspective. Yeah, so I've been tracking that based off of electric costs, based off of you know, where we at profit wise, just to see like where things are trending and start to determine some better averages. That especially just being you know, doing this full time now. Amplifier Game says, I feel like the big price movements of Bitcoin are over now, and that it is so centralized. I wouldn't call Bitcoin centralized. I would disagree with that statement. I would say that Bitcoin is now a household name, and that it is also so quick thoughts on that. I'm glad you bring that up a little bit. I mentioned this in my altcoin season video. If you checked it out, awesome. If you didn't, please go check it out. But one of the things I talked about is, I'm not sure if you guys are familiar, but when you see like MicroStrategy or BlackRock or whoever bought several $1 million in Bitcoin, I don't know if everyone realizes that's not on market. Can you imagine if that was on market? They're doing private sales. I think it's called OCT, OCR, OCT. And OCR is like a scanning of like text type, but they're buying Bitcoin privately, which has no effect on Bitcoin's price other than from a social media business perspective of like, oh, a company just bought $80 million in Bitcoin. Okay, cool. Like you're going to see a Bitcoin go up by like $500, but like, it's not actually happening on market. Can you imagine if all of these companies, all these massive investment institutions were buying Bitcoin at market price, like, and then seeing that actually affect the market? We would be at $250,000, $500,000 per Bitcoin easily, because they're doing it every other day. It's amazing. Like, it's fantastic, but it's not. And so I love like somebody well more knowledgeable than me. I would love to know, like in this industry, how they're able to go and just buy this and it be legitimized. Like why is it legal that they can buy this privately? I mean, I guess like you and I could buy, like I could buy a Bitcoin from you for like, you know, 25% discount, and we exchange hands and it's not a big deal. But like, just from like a paper trail, from the legal perspective, like why are they able to buy privately versus forced to buy at market price? Like, that would be amazing. Absolutely amazing. I keep learning how to burn the nest numbers. Bought a Sky Pro. I don't know what that is. Did you figure out your EEPROM issue? I did not. I actually have a video coming out. What's today? Tuesday? Thursday, where I talk more about that and some of the things I try and test and things like that. So Italian Frank, keep an eye out on that for sure. Definitely for sure. If they did public sales, it would be way different. I know that's the world we should be in. I feel like that's the world that we should have right now, is like Bitcoin should only be able to be purchased by these institutions on market. Let's say I have 100 BTC and you want some and we agree to a lower price. That's how, yeah. And I can understand that. I think where my mind goes is like the legality side of things, of like the private sale perspective versus being able to purchase it on market. I just feel like it's more legitimate that way. Maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like, now granted, I also would love to see Bitcoin balloon like that. So maybe that's why, you know. Thoughts on Parasite Pool? I know nothing about Parasite Pool. I've seen, like, scrolling through YouTube, someone have use Parasite Pool and it was in like their thumbnail, whatever, but like I know nothing about it. I literally know nothing about Parasite Pool, other than I've heard of it, but that's it. That's as far as I go. P13, give me a quick summary. Like, what I assume it's a mining pool. Is it a Bitcoin mining pool, and what makes it so great? Would love to know. But that will affect price too much. Let's say that they sell it on an open market, we would be doomed. Maybe, but shouldn't it be a free and open market? Like, we hated when we saw Robinhood getting involved with Dogecoin or with GameStop and limiting that. Like shouldn't it be a free and open market regardless? Have I been buying any alts recently? No, I've been actually mining a lot into USDC and USDT, and I've been just taking profits. I'm still earning, like I'm still accumulating Bitcoin and Dogecoin at a much lower rate, lower percent, but I'm absolutely just taking profits right now. Now is the time. I totally think from mining, taking profits right now, absolutely. I'm sitting on everything else waiting for the so-called altcoin season. If you guys saw my altcoin video, you know I'm a little skeptical on that for sure, but definitely hanging out. I've been considering using Parasite. I know nothing about it. Nothing. ZegX shut down. I saw that. That's a shame, definitely, for sure. I like exchanges that don't require KYC and that are simple and easy to use for swapping coins, for mining to wallets on them, and liquidating when you want to. Like, unfortunately, with ZegX shutting down, it's one more that we can't utilize. Like when I was doing the Sky Doge stuff, which that was on ZegX, I'm not concerned. It was probably worth $50, but like the downside is it was really nice to be able to mine to ZegX, like with a token that like no one supported from like a wallet perspective. That was really convenient, and flip it when I needed to. How does everyone like Sidecoin? Sidecoin still exists? No, I know it still exists, but like it pretty much dead, right? Like Sidecoin hasn't done anything in forever. Let's take a look. I haven't heard anyone mention Sidecoin. I've had plenty of Sidecoin miners and just completely sold them off because they're just not profitable. Yeah, Sidecoin is not even worth a penny. And if we look at 1 year, it's gone down. Now it did have a little bit, but that's not much. Let's zoom out. Oh yeah, Sidecoin's dead. Sidecoin's a dead project. If you look at this, like, was way up here doing great. You know, I mean, what was that all-time high? 9 cents, and it died off in the bear market, came back a little bit at 6 cents, died off in the bear market, and tried to come back here around 2 cents, died off again. Yeah, I would not touch Sidecoin with a 10-foot pole, to be honest with you. I mean, I have some, but like my mentality is when something is worth this little, it just makes sense to just hold on to it. And it's not even worth your time to sell it or flip it. You know, you might as well just hold it. It's not, you know, it's not a huge deal there. Rabid seems to think that Dogecoin peaked. Possibly. A lot of people have that same mentality, and it could. The interesting thing is, like, if you look, and I'm not disagreeing, there's lots of schools of thought there, and I don't disagree with them at all. When you look at a 1 year perspective, Dogecoin back here, it actually would have started in November, peaked upwards of 38 cents, and then went up even higher to 46 cents. And this time period right in here, between November and March, was glorious for script mining, right? Super profitable. But it has dipped tremendously and has made a little bit of comeback, but not much. And we're definitely better than where we were at the beginning of November with Dogecoin. But yeah, some people have said, I've heard that school of thought of like, this time period was our altcoin season. Our altcoin season was 4 months, and that's scary. That's definitely scary to think like that. That's what the new altcoin season looks like. A 4-month time period. It's not to the moon. It's a maybe 2x, 2.5x, and that's really the new norm, which is not something we definitely want to see. You know, like that would suck if that's what the new altcoin season looks like in the current state of things. Let's see, catching up here. My plan isn't working well. My plan was to mine and hold for 2 full bull runs, so many coins have just died. Yep. Unfortunately, that mentality is a mentality. I totally understand that mentality from like 2 bull runs ago or last bull run. Unfortunately, this bull run is this cycle is the bear and the bull is very different than the previous 2. I do not think the previous 2 bull runs, that mentality, that cycle, those trends, the way things pumped and then dipped and all, like, with all coins and altcoins and Bitcoin. I don't think that will happen ever again. I think crypto is more mainstream now. And so those types of massive swings, I really don't think occur anymore, to be honest with you. I don't think they will. Yeah. Still has 120 million market cap. Don't think it's dead. It's dead. It's not doing anything, to be honest with you. I mean, you listen, you could be a Scicoin loyalist and that's fine. But when you zoom out and look at big picture, it's not doing anything. Like, I mean, if you want to spec mine Scicoin with one rig, one thing, like one little miner that barely uses any watts and just stack it, and that's like your Hail Mary, I think that's a perfect way. But I do not recommend someone being like, I'm going to go ahead and buy 10 Scicoin miners because I have faith that this is going to go to $1. It's like, dude, you're not even at a penny. Like you can't even put that in the same world. Like, let's hit a penny first. Yeah, but Joey Gambit, but that's the mentality that unfortunately a lot of people have, where they're all like, oh yeah, when it gets back to that. But unfortunately, unless we have a massive altcoin season like we've seen in previous cycles, it's gonna hurt. And I think if we eventually move into a bear market and that massive altcoin season never occurs, I think it's going to change a lot of mindsets. I think it really will. Yeah, but see, and just on time, I totally get that. The hard part is the days of 10 to 30x's are even more rare than what they used to be. Like, that was more common last cycle and the cycle before that, but now, like, oh, like now that's the really hard part. Is what I would say about that is like, man, like, when's the last time we heard that a mainstream coin 30x, let alone 10x? You see what I'm saying? Like, that's hard. It's just hard. I don't want to sit here and sell hopium. I want to be more realist, because too many people sit on these bags and then those projects die out or they never return back to where they were, and then people get upset. And so I'm trying to be more of a realist and sell less hopium of like, oh, when it happens. No, I think it needs to be if it happens, not when. Like, because there's no guarantee in crypto. And you guys know that. You guys know there's no guarantee in crypto for sure. And I think we just have to remember that. We just have to remember that, oh yeah, there is no guarantee in crypto. All right. Checking something there. I like it. I like it. Okay. We are literally like 25 minutes in. I haven't like talked about anything. I haven't opened that up yet. Like, what the heck? Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I mean, meme coins have definitely, some people may argue too that meme coins have taken a lot of the liquidity out of the traditional altcoins. Yeah, we'll definitely have to see. Like, that's another school of thought as well coming in there. So, all right, cool. Let's chat about a few things. I got lots to talk about. We're also going to open up that box, see what's inside. So let's go ahead and swap over here. So I was talking about mining Disrupt earlier. I will be at mining Disrupt in November. Would love to see you guys there. I'll be going the 10th to the 14th. Even though the 11th traditionally hasn't really been like, there isn't much going on the 11th. I don't even think you can get in the traditional venue on 11th. I have to look at the schedule. They don't have that posted yet. I'll go the day before the 10th and then head out on the 14th. But I will be in Dallas, Texas. That'll be cool. Mining Disrupt in the past has been in Florida, and it was Fort Lauderdale, and then it was Miami. So this is going to be cool. Somewhere totally different. I've heard really good things about this expo versus like past ones where like internet wasn't very good or anything like that. So this will be sweet. Not going. That is deer season for me. Fuck your deer season, dude. You can hunt deer anytime, not just 1 week. What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you, Joker Miner? You could go hunting the week before or the week after. What's wrong with you? But yeah, so I will be there. Absolutely. If you guys do decide to buy tickets, I do have a 20% off discount code. So if you come in here, they actually have different ticket tiers now that are very different than past ones. 2 for 1 admission, which that's kind of cool. So $149 for 2 people. And then they also have a Satoshi Pass, and they have a Genius Pass, which I assume the Genius Pass, is like their well pass. Let's go back here. Oh, that sale ended. Okay, let's go to Satoshi one. Okay, check out. Let's look here. So I do have a code, but you can't put it. Where's the code thing? Why does everything look weird? Let's leave. Leave. Let's go back to Mining Disrupt's page. Oh, there it is right there. It was at the top, you dummy. Hobbyist. Genesis? I said genius, didn't I? I did say thank you, Amplifier Gaming, for keeping me in check. Genesis pass. But we'll apply that code. Hobbyist miner, 20% off. There we go. So it would take a Genesis pass down to $7.99. Take this one down to $2.39. Or so something to consider. Mining farm tour bus. That's cool. Where's there a mining farm tour down there? Hop on an exclusive tour bus to visit local mining farms for rare access. That's pretty cool. I want that. Where does that go? Ride to a private mining farm for a behind-the-scenes look and exclusive field networking. That's pretty cool. I want to find out about that because that's pretty slick. I'm going to make a note right now because that sounds like that would be a ton of fun. That's Notepad. Okay, making a note here. Bus tour. I want to find out more about that. But yeah, so if you guys do decide to go to Mine Disrupt or want to buy a ticket, feel free to use the code Hobbyist Miner, get you 20% off, which would be great. So other things going on in my world and some good stuff coming here. Also, don't forget about voting on that poll if you guys haven't already. If you're on YouTube, I'm going to chat about that here in a minute. So Hobbyist Miner site, I've been bolstering this up quite a bit, a lot being added to this. So at the top here is all the different social information. But we did add a section called articles, and we now have 7 articles over here. So if you come on over, I'll show you guys the latest article that we did release. So there's 7 articles listed over here. The latest one is on the Canaan Avalon Q. So if you guys want to grab a cup of coffee in the morning and you would like to read something versus watch something, what's up, Chris? You can come on over here and read through this. This is an entire write-up on the Canaan Avalon Q, as well as all the specs, all the testing that I did. All of those details are over there as well. And also places to buy and prices. There's other ones over here, the Ice River AE0 versus the Gold Shell AE box, turning on your Caspa miners, when to take crypto profits, how to get started mining Bitcoin, how to set up Acroras. This one's actually a fun one to do, where went through and literally mapped out step by step how to set up, how to use your phone to mine Acroras. So definitely check that one out as well. And there will be another, every week there will be a new article over here. So we're calling the article section the Miner's Edge, working with some people on this. And yeah, new article every week. So make sure you guys do go over and check it out. Catching up on chat here. When's the new shed? We'll talk about that here in a few minutes. XRP is up. That's good. It's a good sign. When does the S21 series officially release? Did I see Q1? I feel like it's Q1. If we go over to Bitmain's site, I thought that they were only doing pre-orders, and it wasn't even for the Air model yet. Was my understanding. So like we're way out right now. Is my understanding there. Let's look here. S23. Yeah, the only thing you can buy right now, pre-order, you can't even pre-order the air-cooled, is the Hydra one. Yeah, it's way out. It's what they announced that really early, which I'm really surprised with on that. Better late than never. That's right. What's up, Intrepid? Is there any profit in the AE2 and AE3? Unfortunately, those profits are going to get burned up pretty quickly. So if we go to mining now and you look at the AE2, I didn't even know there was an AE2, to be honest with you. Like, yeah, I mean, right now it looks good at $19. And is there an AE3 listed? Like, I haven't even followed along with some of these because like the entire Aleo market has been insanely, oh, they don't have the calculation yet. Insanely, oh, $16 a day. There we go. Insanely saturated. Ice River is just demolishing Aleo right now, which is wild. Absolutely wild for sure. I did hear the taskbar alignment pains me, the Hobbyist Miner. Why does that pain you? I'm very confused. Would you like me to put it like this, full screen for you? but then I can't go to my tab, so we got to get out of there. Let's see, just got my Amazon Avalon queue. Another coming this week. Looks like Amazon does deliver. Wow, nice, nice. I didn't even know Amazon had the Avalon queues. Who's the company selling those? It's probably one of the resellers. So something else to take a look at. We were talking about there. If you guys are on the TikTok, that's what I call it, TikTok. We are slowly growing on TikTok, 1,300 followers, which is awesome. We're slowly but surely getting there, which is great. So if you guys use TikTok, I'll put a link in chat and see how that goes. So feel free to go check it out. Let me go back. Where were we? We were somewhere. Yeah. I'll put a link for the article section. If you guys are interested in the article section on the website. If you're not a TikTok fan and you do use Instagram, which I am not liking Instagram as much. Instagram's algorithm sucks. Like, it doesn't push out content very well, but we just started over there, almost 100 followers. I'll put a link to our Instagram as well. Yeah, I think it's, I think Instagram's a massive flop, to be honest with you. You say TikTok and my computer locks up, tells you all you need to know about TikTok. Oh, there you go, right? There you go. There you go. Yeah, Instagram just has been blah. Now, something I am thinking about doing and throwing it over to you guys. You know, I'd like to, right now I'm live streaming on YouTube and Twitter. Hello, Twitterverse. Thank you guys for coming to hang out. I'd like to figure out how to live stream on TikTok. It's definitely a lot more work. Like, TikTok doesn't make it easy to live stream through, but I'd like to figure out how to live stream to TikTok and also to Instagram simultaneously, like what we're doing now. Something else I'm also considering, I don't know, does anybody still use Twitch? Like, is Twitch even used? Because I'm thinking about using Twitch and live streaming onto Twitch as well. Just honestly, the reason is because I'm looking to reach additional eyes. Like, how can I reach other people that don't traditionally find me through YouTube or Twitter? So that's why I'm just looking to expand platforms. So looking to add like all of those on at this point and kind of see what happens, but wanted to kind of get some thoughts in chat. Like, I imagine most of you guys are on YouTube or Twitter, so those are really your platforms. But does anybody like view on TikTok, or does anyone view on Instagram, or do you use Twitch? Like, love to get some of your thoughts and feedback there. TikTok does have their own dashboards, desktop studio. Yeah, you can. I'm using Streamlabs, OBS, so you can multicast to multiple platforms, and you can also it'll consolidate all the chat, which is perfect as a content creator. So we'll have to see what happens there. Stream on Twitch doesn't hurt to expand to more platforms. I watch streams almost daily. Oh, really? Okay. I mean, I guess, yeah. I mean, yeah, that's definitely something to consider as well. And see what happens there. It's just something that's on my mind. Of just kind of, I'm slowly extending the different platforms that we're on, you know, like in different avenues to bring in more eyes into the community. So that's where the articles thing came in, to be honest with you. Articles, the articles part on our website was all about how can we add organic, or how can we add content to my website that then Google is reviewing, and then Google is going ahead and we're organically, you know, kind of bump that up as my phone starts talking. So like that'll start to push people in that direction, which is what I'm looking for. Let me check my phone here. Nothing important. I've been doom scrolling Instagram, but live streams exclusively YouTube. Got you. Dude, Instagram's just their algorithm's terrible. Like, great example. I put out a video, a video, a short, on TikTok, okay, on the Canaan Avalon queue, like the day after I dropped the YouTube video here, and it like took off on TikTok, had like 60,000 views, which is absolutely insane. Like, I usually I'm between 100 to 1,000 views per video on TikTok, but like over 60,000, like amazing, right? Like, love to see it. It's actually this one here. Let me find it. I guess you can sort by popular, right? Popular, here we go. Now it's up to 71.3K views. Like, that's amazing. Like, TikTok grabbed it and just took off with it, right? When you go over to Instagram, that same video did like, I don't know, 140 views. It's like, holy cow. Like what is TikTok doing that's so different than Instagram is wild to me. You could also stream on Streamer. Yeah, I know there's a lot out there, like Streamer and Rumble are all additional ones out there, and ones I've looked at. But do a lot of people use Rumble? Like, I don't know that. I mean, I guess it's something I need to do more research on and look at, like, you know, I guess Rumble I'd probably look at before Streamer. Just, I know Rumble's much larger. I mean, at the end of the day, they're just avenues to like grow a hobbyist miner community overall, right? So Rumble's maybe one to look at, and maybe one to consider. Kick, yeah, there's so many out there now. It's wild. Isn't that wild to think that there's so many out there right now? It's like, oh, okay, like that's cool. Something else I'm also doing that's in the works right now too, is on YouTube. If this was created forever ago, but if you go to podcast on my channel, there's the old Meet the Miner. YouTube classifies as a podcast, which is cool. Like, so you can click view full podcast. And so it's got all the original Meet the Miners in here. I was actually reminiscing on these the other day. There is the Meet the Miner that I did 3 years ago that I did my face reveal. Prior to that, this was January 4th. That's when I did my face reveal at Red Fox's house. I don't know if you guys even remember this video. Hello. We have a lovely advertisement because we're on incognito mode, so we'll give it a minute. But this was the first one that I revealed my face in this video. And Red Fox was kind of the host, and it was like asking me questions to learn more about me, and we had a beer, and it was a ton of fun. It was a ton of fun. Yep, look at that. This is us right here. And look, this is me. This is the first time my face was on camera. That's so funny. So funny. Just to see that, which is pretty cool. But anyways, so all of these are actually going to get exported, and the audio is going to get stripped out. And I actually started to add, like the one I did the other day here, I did a video with Crypto Mikkel. All of these are actually going to start to show up on Spotify and other podcast platforms. So I don't know, does anybody listen to podcasts in here? I listen to them a lot. But on podcast platforms now, some of my longer form sit down content will be turned into podcast format, and will start showing up on all the major, I'm going to be using a platform called Podbeam that will push this out to all the different platforms out there, all the different major podcast platforms. So you'll be able to listen to these a little bit easier on the go versus just using a YouTube app. You could use your podcast app. So yes, you will see those out there now. Not yet, in the next month. Something that I'm working with someone. I hired an intern. I'm not sure if I announced that anywhere, about 6 weeks ago, who's been working with me 6 hours a week, and helping to do some of this behind the scenes stuff. So great example, like Podbeam. They're going to set up everything for me, get everything good to go. And then I'm going to work with them to kind of get that out the door, which will be great, and work out well. And then they've been doing a lot of things with the articles to help me out, with YouTube Shorts, a lot of fun stuff there. So just try, like, all the stuff where I don't have time for. I brought on an intern to do that, and that's been great, which has worked out really well. Is Nick the intern? Nick is not the intern. That would be good. You know, Nick, you want an intern? We'll hit you up. Try doing Meet the Miner for a Nomi squad. You have to remember that, like, people are Nomi squads, like, not continuously, traditionally. Nomi squad members kind of come and go. And not everyone's good on camera, like, or in front of a microphone. Like, that's the thing, is like, who was it? I did an interview in a live stream with someone once. Oh, I remember who it was. I won't say. And, they were terrible on camera, and it was a struggle, and I just won't do it. Like, unless you've had camera time, I'm not going to bring somebody on my channel like that. Like, it's a struggle. Love podcast, and it is better since YouTube's audio shuts off if my phone goes to sleep. Oh, that's a good one. That's a good point there, Intrepid. Definitely, for sure. Yeah, so that's going to be coming. I don't know if we're going to call it Meet the Miner yet. We're not sure. Maybe. but we're going to be I'm going to be doing more long form content like that. And on top of that, it will also the audio version will be out there, which will be cool. So yeah, I'm excited. So there's a lot going on. Now you guys know why, like I mentioned, like, hey, I brought I hired an intern, and I've been using an intern for about 6 weeks now, and it's worked out well because like I just need extra help. The intern's also compiling, I've been working on a spreadsheet that has all the miners I've ever tested, and their stats and details, not what the manufacturer says, but what my tested results are on all the miners. So they're going back in all my videos and compiling that information into one spreadsheet, so that I can utilize that in all my videos moving forward to help share that with you guys and things. So yeah, it's been a lot, a lot of expansion since going full-time March 5th. But I'm excited. I'm definitely excited for it. So somebody had asked about my shed, status on the shed. So this is actually the video that I did the other week, talking about, should I be powering down or should I be expanding? Just a little teaser there, a little clickbaity, but talking about my thoughts on expanding. So those of you guys that follow the channel, you guys have seen the ASIC shed many times. And something that we're looking at doing is the chicken coop is going to go away. Mr. Electrician is getting rid of the chicken coop, and he's gotten rid of most of the chickens. I'm just trying to find a good spot. I think he just has some pheasants left, and he's going to be tearing that down, which will be cool. He's going to be putting a carport in there, and he was going to do a bigger carport, hoping to like give me additional room for miners. But it would be very difficult to like engineer up something that would work in like a closed carport. Like, it just wouldn't work well. So him and I talked about it. He's going to do a smaller carport for just what he wanted, and that's going to go ahead and open up some space between the ASIC shed and the carport. Now I don't know what that space looks like yet. If we go like here, and I'm trying to find a good spot. I guess we had a good picture. There we go, right here. So this space here, this is the hen house. It'll be much farther over. But what I'm looking at doing is look at like halfway through the hen house, like where those doors are, where the doors meet. That's where my additional exhaust wall would be, is what I'm thinking. Where the other shed they would not butt up against each other, because you want the exhaust to have some room to dissipate, but the exhaust would be in the same direction. So my other intake would be like on the chicken coop side over here, which won't be there. And looking at doing a smaller shed. I don't need a shed with storage. I don't need a shed with, a workbench. It would literally just be a shed that has like enough room for the shelf and a little bit more to work in there. Not as small as my home shed though. That thing is way too small. And putting that shed in there. So anyways, he's working from that direction on like getting rid of a chicken coop and selling that off. He's trying to find somebody that will come out, disassemble the whole chicken coop and take it with them, or someone else that'll take the pheasants, and then we'll get rid of that. So that being said, what did I do? Well, actually last night I actually put it on Twitter today. If we go over to Twitter, I had posted over there. I gotta change that. It's not the Hobbyist Miner on Twitter, it's Hobbyist Miner. So why does Twitter show the oldest post? Why does it not show new posts? That's really weird. Anyways, I posted up on Twitter that I did go ahead and actually submitted last night that I submitted the work order with the power company, and for an additional 400 amp service. So you log into for me, I PPL, you log into PPL site. There's a like contractor service section. You have to create an account, and then you have to go through like address, location, your contact information, what type of service you're looking to have installed, distance, all this types of stuff. And it's more like quick like Q&A boxes and stuff. And then you have a small little area as like a quick little write-up. So like literally you have 1 to 2 sentences, and then they reach out to you. So I submitted all that last night. It looks like it got assigned to an engineer today. So like in my comment section, I had put like looking to add a new commercial single phase 400 amp service. would like to meet with a PPL engineer to walk the property to discuss what we're looking to do. So I am two things here. This is my first step. Like, you can't just jump in, like, there's no point in buying a shed or like spending any capital until we get the stamp of approval from the power company. So I need to have someone come out with me, walk it, and say, okay, here's your transformer. Oh, I had to put in there the pole and the pole number, the closest pole to the property. So I need to have somebody come out, walk the property with me to discuss. To pretty much be like, I'm going to be adding a second shed right next to the other shed, and I would like to wire 400 amps up to it and then trench it back to the pole. Cool. Like, you good? That's okay. Because some concerns. Will the power company, they already let me add a commercial service to a residential property. Okay, that's been done. Will they let me add a second commercial service to a residential property? That's another question. Third question, if I get past those of like, okay, they're going to let me do it. Third big one, will the transformer that you guys have seen in many of the videos, will the transformer support another 400 amps? I don't know. Maybe. If it doesn't, what does that look like? Is it like a pissing match on like who's going to pay for it? I 100% will not pay for it. Like, the amount of money that I'm sending for 500 amps per month to them, they can go ahead and buy a transformer. Like, that's freaking stupid. So if they're not willing to do that, that's a big roadblock. If they are, and I can get back past that, the last thing that is a big one with that is, if I add another service and I add another meter is added, can it be under my current PPL account number? So the company, as if you guys had watched this video, let me scroll forward here. Where is it at? Where are you? I'll find it, I swear. Oh, I think I'm too far ahead now. There it is. So the power company that I signed with that gave me a 3-year commitment contract for 7.2. We talked about expanding. That was part of conversations we had and negotiations we had. Their only stipulation was that if I want to expand another 400 amps, perfectly fine, awesome, but that meter has to be on my current account. I can't have a second account. Intrepid, thank you very much for gifting 5 members. That's awesome. Amplifier Gaming, Techno King, BP, Dan Bulmer, Holly. Oh man. All right, we're gonna let that play for a minute. We're gonna let that play because we know it's just gonna. Is it gonna do it? All right, there's 2. Big W. That's right. Thank you. Thank you. It's rigged. Listen, Joker, you're not allowed to win. All right, that's the rules. That is the rules. Just checking my phone here. Good time to check my phone. Come on, where is it? There's a cooldown. There's a cooldown I have set up so like I can't go ballistic. Yeah, thank you guys very much. Don't forget, members, now, if you refresh the page, you guys have access to all the member videos. So I just dropped a member video on Sunday. Go check it out. Every Sunday, I drop a new member video only for members. A lot of behind the scenes conversations and stuff like that. So go check that out. You can look back at all the member videos. There's a lot. And watch any of those that you wanted to. All right, I think we're caught up. So I think we're good. So anyways, the last biggest one is like for me to get 7.2 on my new 400 amp service, which is fine. They agreed to, and they even gave me the opportunity to renegotiate for a better rate when I add that 400 amp service, it has to be on my account. Like it has to be under my account. So, that's another one of like, okay. So there's a lot of like ifs and a lot of like concerns I have before we do anything. Once I even get all those like green check, green flags, type of deal, the power company just says, all right, let us know when you have these 2 things. And the 2 things you have to have before they do anything then is the first one, is you have to dig the trench from the pole to the new shed. You have to put in stone, cinder. You have to put in more cinder. You have to cover it back up. You have to get a certain type of it's like a plastic tape. You have to run it over top, and you have to put the conduit in there. You have to put the conduit in. You don't have to run the cable. So Joey, we don't have to run the cable. That will be done by the power company, and they use a machine. Versus us, last time we didn't know. We ran the cable, never freaking again. And that was expensive. That cable was like almost $2,000 to run like 160 feet. It was 353, 5040 was the type of cable we ran, which I think supports a 600 amp service, but they always require you overrate the cable for a 400 amp. You have to do that. You have to run the whole thing, and you have to leave 3 feet on each side exposed. And then you also have to wire it into the panel, do all your panel wiring inside of the new shed, then have it inspected, which the last inspector we had was awesome, worked out well. Then once it's inspected, then the inspector has to go back and submit some type of card thing it is to the power company to say like, hey, I inspected it, we're good. Once the conduit's done and it's been inspected, only then will the power company come out, run the cable through your conduit, and actually energize you. So it's a process, but like I had to learn all of that last time, which was absolutely bonkers to say the least. All right, so we're only streaming for another 30 minutes, and there is a lot I wanted to go over still, and I do want to unbox that. Is there another pole that could be used? No, I can only go. That's the closest pole. There's no other poles nearby on that end at all. Like that's literally the closest pole with the closest transformer. I'm sorry, there's another pole nearby, but it's not the pole that matters. It's actually the transformer that matters. But the other transformer that's nearby, it's probably 200 feet away, has a road in front of it. And I'm not even going to get into that. That would be a mess, because what we would have to do is then run to the end of the property. The power company would have to put a pole in, and then so like now you're talking about like much more logistics and cost. But good question there. Definitely a good question there. For sure. So let's take a look at a few other things. So something I had posted the poll in chat was buying used mining hardware. Do you love the idea, or nope, has to be new? 72% of you guys said love the deals, and 28% said nope, it has to be new. So I think I used to have more of a new mentality, but over the last like few years I've gone completely used. And you guys know me, like I love to find a deal. So I actually bought 2 miners more recently. The first one I'm waiting to come in is an S21, and an S21 200 terahash. And let's see what that makes real quick here. Because to me, I looked at it as oh wow, I can get this for a really good deal, and it's an easy 200 terahash. Like, but it's all going to come down to price, right? So right now, if I lower this down to my electric costs, the S21 is making $8.60 a day, which is great. Like, heck yeah, but that's because of the power cost. So I bought one from the Terra actual marketplace for $2,500 shipped. So $2,500 for an S21, and I'm looking at it as $2,500 for 200 terahash. I was like, heck yeah. So I bought it used. And then the other thing I bought was actually off of a new company called a new company to me called 805 Mining. And they have a number of L7s, and they're selling an L7 used 9050 gigahash. And I bought that one used for 2,500 shipped as well. So that's looking good. Let's take a look at the L7. I'm slowly swapping out some of my hardware for better hardware. So that's making $4.68 a day right now, not considering, well, I guess considering the fact that Dogecoin is below 16 cents. So yeah, I'm just slowly looking at swapping out some hardware. You're gonna see in a future video like the E9 Pro. I am selling that off. That's not making anything. It hasn't for a long time. Oh man, the Cadena KA3, that's going. It's just like, you gotta think about it. The E9 Pro, here's something to look at real quick here. So like right now, the E9 Pro at my electric rate, it's running at 2200 watts, and it's costing me per month $111, but it's not making anything. Oh, that's weird. Why is this not calculating right? Oh, over here, $3.70. Like, it's costing me to run this every day. Okay. Then on top of that, if we look at the KA3, it's not making, why is their website's acting goofy? Like, it's costing me $159. So these miners right now, we are in the bull run, and these miners are not making anything. So like, this isn't the bear market anymore where like, oh, I'll spec mine and everything. No, this is the bull market. If your units are not profitable right now, it's time to part ways with them. So parting ways with a lot of units, and filling those gaps with more profitable units. So that's why I was curious if you guys are okay with buying used hardware versus new hardware, because I feel like used hardware is definitely the way to go to kind of take advantage of this. So I'm always looking for deals. So if you know anybody who has an S21 or an L7, maybe a used L9, but I've come across some L9s where like the prices are wild. Like people want $9,000 for a used L9, and you're like, wait, that's like the price of a used L9 or a brand new L9. Why would I pay for a used L9? Like, I think for me, if I was to buy a used L9 right now, it would be for like $6,500, which is low, but like you gotta lowball people, right? I would make the new shed half CPUs. Yeah, right. Well, that's why you're not in charge of those decisions, because we don't mine on speculative, like entirely speculative hardware like that. But yeah. So other than that, let's go ahead. Let's see here. Oh, I was curious if you guys are you guys buying any hardware? What did you say about nodes? Oh, great. I'm glad you brought that up. So I have, as you guys know, I have a number of nodes over on Node Orbit. I have my Neoxa nodes. I think they have them listed here. Yeah, I have 3 Neoxa nodes, which I'm up in the air if I continue to run these. Like, it sounds crazy, but like, dude, Neoxa isn't doing anything. And like, they're not making any big move. They came out their Neoxa Arcade, which I wanted to say, why? Like, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing? Like, dude, Neoxa is in this shitter. Like, seriously. 0.00019. Like, oh my gosh, I should have got my like smart nodes so long ago. Neoxa is just not doing anything, and like their biggest thing recently was a Neoxa Arcade, and it's like, dude, how are you integrating in with mainstream games to earn Neoxa? Like, they're just not. They're focused on their smart nodes. They're focused on their arcade. They're like mining. Like, it's just not focused on gaming at all. It's just because they're not, no one's asking for a Neoxa Arcade. Why are we coming out with a Neoxa Arcade? Get back to your roots of integrating with games. Like, anyways, so I'm up in the air about killing my Neoxa smart nodes. Not sure. I have 3 of them. Not sure if you guys have any. But like, dude, they were expensive. I remember when I set them up, they were like $1,800 each. The other thing I have is we have some Flux nodes. I don't know if I want to run those Flux nodes anymore, because like, it's the only thing accumulating Flux for me right now. I'm not accumulating Flux anywhere else. I'm not doing anything with my Flux. I'm not mining, Flux on any GPUs. I'm literally just continuing to accumulate Flux through the Flux nodes. But like, I think Flux's price is the lowest it's been in a very, very long time. And this topic has come up a million times over the last several years. When you look at Flux right now, like, we're at 18 cents. Yeah, it's just like, you got to remember, when you're running nodes, it costs you money, right? It costs you money each month. Exactly. It might be time to turn them off with these nodes and stuff. So I do use Node Orbit. Node Orbit's been amazing. They support a ton of, I didn't know they did Tempe Snaptron nodes. Nice. They support a ton of different nodes out there, and they've added a ton since I originally got set up on there, and it's very easy. It's almost turnkey, but not not for dummies, but it is very easy to do, and they help you through the process. So take a look at Node Orbit, because I've had great success with them. What I was mentioning was, Oh, I was just curious if you guys are buying anything right now. Like, is anyone buying any hardware? Looking at any miners? Went to 15 cents last week. Woo! Yeah, it's just looking at, like, you know, nodes have been a great avenue, but man, those just, we're in the bull market, right now, and they're not profitable. No monies, no buying. Okay, so it's funny. We're in a bull market. Bitcoin is within $3,000 of all-time high, and people feel poor. Now, granted, it could be the economy. I think it's. I have a question for you guys. Do you guys think that you are over? And this is, I'm not out of this statement or question. Do you guys think you guys are over leveraged on altcoins? It's just an open question. Do you think you're over leveraged on altcoins? You have too much invested in altcoins. You're playing the altcoin game because Bitcoin is so expensive. You're playing the altcoin game because you're looking for that 10 to 30x. Like, just throwing it out there, just an open question, honestly. I just bought a ton of 12 GPU Octominer Octo servers because I constantly love to destroy my bank. Bits, please. I have some Octominers. Would you like to buy some more? I have a few Octominers. I have a few like Vitretu cases and stuff like that in my shed, but like I'm not going to sell them online like and ship them because it's just too expensive. So I just have them in there. But next week I'm doing a GPU mining rig build. That's right, you heard it here first. I might need some help on overclocking these cards. Wait till you see these cards. They're not CMP bullshit cards, okay? Yeah, anyways, but yeah, I'm doing a GPU mining rig build in an R8 case. The R8 case is going to go over to my ASIC shed. I'm gonna run it over there, and we're gonna run these guys. We're gonna run these. So look for that video next week. I just smile because it's like, man, I haven't built a GPU mining rig in forever. $50 here and there. Okay. Yeah, so we might need some help with those. We'll see. Integra guy, nice to see you. Yes, have 90% alts, but all my hardware is now in BTC and expanding. Interesting. Rizzo, nah, mostly in Bitcoin. Okay. How much? I don't know. We'll see. The hard part is just shipping, right? Like, I'm not that PCSP website where like you can get an Octo. I just can't part ways with an Octominer for $200. And free shipping. Like, it's insane. You know how the kids GPU rig going? Actually, we powered it down the other day. We powered down his GPU Vitretu case. We blew it out. We took all the cards out, blew it out. He tested all the cards, tested fans. We have 3 cards that don't show any video. We have 5 cards that are good to go. We have one card that has bad fans, but he's actually decided to sell those on eBay. So he shut down his GPU mining rig. He's going to sell them. They're the MSI 1660 Ti's, like the armored, like they're not the armor ones, but like the fighter jet looking ones. I forget what they're called. Forza 7 ones. So he's selling those. We were looking on eBay. You could get them anywhere between $100 to $149. So he's excited to sell those off. Yeah, most people bought, like see, it's funny. I really wish we would have hit this bull run without that PCSP website selling Octominers, because man, you'd be able to resell your Octominers for so much more, but they have come in and just destroyed the Octominer market. He's going to buy some more gear, but he's also been saving for a Switch 2. So he wants to buy a Switch 2, but you can't find them anywhere right now in the US. But when it is easily available, he's going to buy a Switch 2. I'm not sure what gear he wants to get. I did give him that Hex, the Bitcoin merch Hex, and he has been solo mining Bitcoin with that, which has been fun. Still have 83070s, 83060s, 76700 XTs. Can't get them sold on Marketplace or eBay. Yeah, people aren't buying GPUs, which is tough. Unfortunately, eBay has been, it sucks, but the challenge is how I found it easier was getting those in front of the most people, which is eBay. So unfortunately, that's definitely eBay is the way to go. Anyways, it doesn't. I was gonna chat with what people are buying, but it doesn't seem like people are buying any hardware. I was gonna take a look. I know some people have been interested in the Volkminer D1 Mini. That's been great. The price is down to $1440, which is wild. On their site here. Oh, I didn't realize they have bytes too. Oh, the Seal Miner A2 over on ASIC Plug. I've been thinking about getting. What do you guys think about that Seal Miner? What do you guys think? I'm thinking about getting one. I saw Voscoin's video on it, and Panda had a video on it. I know Voscoin bought his from ASIC Marketplace. Panda got his sent for free from Crypto Miner Bros. But I'm thinking about buying a Seal Miner A2. I'm like, oh, be nice. Why doesn't he solo mine BCH on it? I would prefer to mine that. It's now. Hey, you know what? At different avenues to go. You never know. Maybe another Ice River in the box? No. It's fishy. That's funny. That's funny. You're funny, Joker. Did you already say what ASIC miner you got free? I didn't get any ASIC miners for free. You talking about what's in that box that I was sent? We got to open it up. Should we open it up? Should we open it up? All right, let's open it up. Because we're live for like another 20 minutes. I just bought 30K in Bitcoin ASICs. After those arrive, I will have 200 Bitmain. Wow, Integra guy. I don't think I realized that you were that big on your mining farm. That's amazing. Where are you running them? Are you hosting them? Like, now I want to know so much more, Integra guy. That's awesome. What Bitcoin miners did you buy? It's time. Should we take a look? All right, it's right here. Okay. So this was the box. This is the way it came. Now it does have pink foam, but it's got like this wonky pink foam. You see it? But yeah, I did not expect this box when I went to my PO box. I didn't know what I was getting. All right, should we see what's inside? All right. Oh yeah, I don't have 200 ASICs. I have right over 60 ASICs. All right, so let's open this up here. All right, so outside. This is what we see. This is what we see when we open it. It's like a black box. Okay. This came from Bitcoin Merch, by the way. So shout out to Bitcoin Merch. Thank you guys for sending this. Okay. Bitcoin Merch. Some money. Some paper money. Okay. All right. What's it? It's not that. That's not gold. Look at this. The box is actually. Oh, geez, this lid's coming off. Look at this box. It's actually like angled. See, it's got like a lid on it. Let me get this off. It's like the plastic is everywhere. I'm not sure how to open. Oh, I see how to open it now. Okay. So. Okay, this plastic's gonna hang off the back of the box. What can I say? So this is the box, and I don't know if you guys can see this, but it has a Tesla logo on it. Any guesses so far? Because like I was so confused. So confused. All right, I'm gonna try to. There we go. I got rid of the plastic. Any guesses at this point as to what this thing is? Here you go. Black box. It has a lid. Okay, the lid that comes off. And it has a Tesla logo on it. What are your thoughts? Come on. What are your thoughts? Somebody help me out here. Let's get some guesses. Let's get some guesses in chat. I want to check my phone while we're waiting. Okay. What? See, Amplifier Gaming? I thought the exact same thing. I'm like, what did they send me? Like, what is this? Tesla phone, 40 series GPU. This could be like a 5090 in here. Look at this. New shoes. All right, with the Tesla logo on the front. Now there's another little like skinny logo looking thing right here. Not sure you can see it. It's just like triangle style. There's a Tesla logo on the back right here. Very small. Nothing on the bottom. Let's see here. If it's from Bitcoin merch, I wouldn't want it. Everything I got from them broke. Really? All my stuff's been running great. Top left corner is black text. Ooh, good spot. Good spot. Tesla pager. Need a Tesla miner that mines Tesla stock. Yeah, that'd be sick, right? That'd be sick. All right, so in the top left-hand corner, I'll read the text off because I don't think you guys can see it. It says Cyber Beer and plus Cyber Stein limited edition set. We take a look. All right, here we go. I'll take this off. Okay. So this was sent. Okay. What is that? Okay, let's take a look. So it's beer and it has steins with it. So take a look. This is, tell me this, look at it. This is a Tesla, the Tesla mug, the stein. Look at this. Like, okay, full Tesla glass. These are steins. Look at this. This absolutely looks like something that belongs in a Cybertruck. Okay, so we have and there's a card in here. We'll take a look at that in a minute. Okay, and then, of course, somehow Tesla made their own beer. Look at this. This looks like something out of a movie. Honestly, look at this. 330 milliliters, 11.2 fluid ounces, Tesla Cyber Beer, Imperial Helles Lager, 7% alcohol. Look at that. And it's sealed, like it's sealed here and everything, is what that is. And to open the Cyber Beer bottle, simply twist the top cap to break the perforation. No need to peel the wrap. Cheers. That's what this is. I'm late. What's in the box? Yeah, you got gifted a membership too. Like so, we now have, we've gotten a Tesla Cyber mug stein, and we've gotten Tesla beer. So I'm not going to drink it today, but on a late night stream, you guys know every once in a while I do these like late night streams at like midnight. That's when we're going to try out the Tesla beer. Yeah, I don't know. So we'll have to Google this to find out more about it. Like, where is it brewed? Like, apparently it's limited edition. So, but yeah, that's cool. Definitely cool. So not what I expected, but huge shout out to Bitcoin merch for sending it to me. Like, let's look it up real quick. I'm gonna peace out here in about 15 minutes, but let's look this up. Did anyone else go to Google and look this up? Put it back here. We'll put it back there behind me. Brewed in space. Oh, yeah, that's right. Let's look here. So Tesla Cyber beer. Let's take a look here. All right. So uncrate.com. Okay. Tesla Cyber beer and Cyber Stein limited edition. It's $150. Wow, thank you. Let's look here. I'm just reading through. Okay, it's made in California by Buzz Rock Brewing Company. Interesting. Okay, let's take a look. Yeah, oh, the page is oops, can't be found. Really? Oh, you can buy it from Tesla directly, which they're not selling it anymore. So you can't buy it from Tesla directly. So you can't buy it anymore because it was sold right on there. Let's go here, shop. Let's see if there's another, like, do they have any stock? Nope. That's it. So let's go back here. Buy my liquor. Can you buy it from here? Oh, so you can buy the beer itself. Okay. So okay. Wow. Each one of these bottles, guys. Each one of these is $30 for beer. A $30 beer. That's too rich for me. So each one of those is worth $30. If you were to buy it from like this site here. There's a Reddit post on it. Interesting. Wow, it's wild. It's just wild to see like that. That's what we were sent, which is cool. But like Bitcoin merch, like thank you guys for sending that over to me. I do appreciate it. I did not expect it. Patrick Murphy's giving us like the rundown here. 7% alcohol cyber beer is a Helles lager made with 2 noble hops, Saz and other 2 I can't even say that word. The name Helles is German for pale or light, reflecting its color and overall character. Wow, dude, that's cool. Hey, I will take free beer anytime. Like, no complaints. I think that's cool. So yeah, we'll have to enjoy that on a future live stream. We'll give you the rundown. Now everyone's going over to Google looking up Tesla cyber beer to find out more about it, which is really, really funny. So what else we got going on here? We're gonna stream here, guys, for another 10 minutes or so. At this point in time, I have some of my miners still on Via BTC. I know people always ask that. Just give me Eagle Rare. Don't even know what that is. But I have some miners still on Via BTC. I don't have my Bitcoin miners. I do have my Bitcoin Cash. My Nano 3S is currently on solo mining Bitcoin Cash on Via BTC. Unfortunately, no block yet, which is to be expected, right? I do have some ETC miners, some little ETC miners that I have scattered in different places that are at places where it's not costing me any electric. So I do have a few 1, 2, 3 miners currently running right now. What's up, Crypto Tom? And then I do have my Alethea miners still on Via BTC. My 2 AL3, those are still running over at the shed. We're still accumulating a ton. Have I considered mining Teo? I don't even know what Teo is. So that tells you a lot, Crypto Tom. Other than that, that's all I have on Via BTC right now. I've been really enjoying PowerPool. I don't know if you guys have ever used PowerPool before, but I like Bitgear Sealminer A2 Pro. Oh yeah, that one's cool. I heard they have an A3 coming out. So I have my script miners over here right now. I have 10 miners over there. I have 18 SHA-256 Bitcoin miners over there right now. And I do have my K7s over there too. They do support Blake 3, X11, and Caspa miners. And if you guys weren't familiar, why would I use PowerPool? You ready? Check this out. Not sponsored or anything. Why I've really liked this is I talked with you guys about the fact of like, I'm taking a lot of profits right now with my miners, right? I want to see someone make a video on it. Looks rad. Oh, the Nerd Miner Hydro. Oh yeah, it does. It does look very cool. Why I like PowerPool. I used to use Mining Dutch. And you guys know on Mining Dutch, you have those sliders and stuff. While on PowerPool, check this out. So I'm on, let's say I'm on SHA-256, okay? So Bitcoin. And I have 18 miners over there. You can click on revenue. And then what you can do is you can open conversion settings, okay? Now you have sliders. So 80% of everything I mine on Bitcoin is converting to USDC every single day. So every single day, 80% of what I'm mining is going to USDC. I'm taking profits. 10%, even though it's SHA-256 Bitcoin, 10% is getting converted over to Doge. And I'm getting paid out in that Doge every day. And 10% of that is getting put directly into Bitcoin. So you can come on there and they have all the different coins and you can actively build out your portfolio on your payout based off of percentage. So I'm doing, and you can change it per algorithm. So like if I go over to script, you can individually change that as well. So like on script, for my 10 script miners, open conversion settings, you can come through here and you can change it up entirely, but I'm still doing 80, 10, and 10. As I said, I'm taking profits. Like I am taking advantage of this. I'm taking profits. I have to pay my electric bill now out of pocket as well. I shouldn't say out of pocket, but I'm paying my electric bill entirely. My last electric bill was $5,000. So I need to be liquidating some of my crypto in order to pay for that. So that's what I'm doing right now as well, for sure. So it's a really cool feature. I do like it. I've had really, really good luck with PowerPool so far, but go over and take a look at it yourself. Here's what I'm going to do. Not sponsored, but I do have a referral link. So I'm going to put it in chat. Okay. If you want to try it out, go over there, set up an account, not sponsored. It's just a referral link. So it gives a little something back to me. I would greatly appreciate it. But I've been using PowerPool and liking it so far. Let me catch up on chat, guys. I do apologize. Nice. I'm thinking about doing one of the little 299 miners. Apparently some people think KO will be worth more than Bitcoin. All right, Tom, let's be honest here, Tom. Look at me. Look at me. Nothing is going to be worth more than Bitcoin. Okay? Just stop smoking the Mary Jane. That's a lot of hopium. What I'm going to say is people make all these assumptions to try to sell shit coins. I know nothing about Teo. It could be the next Ethereum, maybe, but nothing even comes close to being the next Ethereum right now. So don't believe all this BS, honestly. Like, right now is a great example of how altcoins aren't doing hot and have not done hot and have not had an altcoin season. We may not even have an altcoin season. And the only thing that really stands out right now is Bitcoin. So just be careful. Like, you know, just be careful with all of these. Like, oh, it's the next, like, I've never said Dogecoin's the next Bitcoin. I've never said Ethereum's going to replace Bitcoin. Like, sorry, I don't think anything will. How are the conversion fees on that? I don't recall. I feel like I looked at that at one point. 1%. Okay, it's literally in front of us. 1% pool fee, 0 conversion fees, 0 withdrawal fees. That's badass. It's right in front of us as we're talking about it. Hello, I'm a GPU CPU mining at home dead. Y'all thoughts on my goal to make 1K a month? You're not going to make 1K a month with GPUs and CPUs. GPU mining is dead. And like, Peyton, I'm just trying to be straight up with you. Most people that are GPU mining have like a small rig going. They've gone into AI as a service instead. Yeah, that's 1K a month is entirely reachable, but not with GPU and CPUs. It just makes sense. You'd have to get into ASICs and ASIC hosting. Your 3070 mindset in Caspa, unfortunately, that's gonna be a tough one for you, brother. Yeah, I saw that in one of your shed videos. That's insane for an electric bill. Yep. And that's going to go down. So with my new electric rate, that my electric bill will go down. It's going to save me about $1,000 is where it's going to go with the cost. Because when you're that size, with the amount of power I'm using, and when you are able to cut almost 2 cents off in electric, it's going to save a lot of money. So it's about $1,000 a month. Is there a platform that successfully auto switches based on hash rate drops, not profitability? Not that I know of. John English, put the bong down, pick the Bible up. You need Jesus. John, thank you for that laugh. That is awesome. Yeah, like Ryan Matters has a really good point. Like, Bitcoin or Dogecoin may never even hit $1. Like, Dogecoin's having a hard time getting back up to 40 cents. So like, you need to be a realist. Will it hit that someday? Sure, we can live with a hopium train and say maybe. You know what I mean? But like, there's no guarantees in crypto. And I think that's why when I talk with people and I'm like, take profits when you can. That's why it's important. I'm about to put everything you have on NiceHash. Go for it. No one blames you. Nice. Okay, you ready? If you guys don't remember Joey, I have a video on NiceHash OS. Here it is. This is a video on NiceHash OS. This is a firmware. This is a operating system made by NiceHash that you can install in a GPU mining rig, and it will algorithm swap based off of profitability and pay you out in Bitcoin. So like, if you're considering NiceHash with a GPU mining rig, this is a great way to go if you just want to stack. If you're like, I'm not even going to go ahead and worry about like what algorithms and all with GPU mining. I'm going to take my one rig and I'm just going to let NiceHash algo swap to what's profitable and then pay you in Bitcoin. This is a great one. I'll put it in chat. It's 2 years old, but it's what I ran on my son's rig for 2 years. We ran this on my son's GPU rig for 2 years. Have you cleaned your Avalon Q filter yet? It isn't clear how to get the filter out. I haven't yet. I have a lot of the Avalon devices that like I haven't cleaned their filters on and they're just yelling at me at it. Yeah, I haven't cleaned it yet. It's been in my shed since I got it. So it's not yelling at me to say like clean your filter. Now, granted, I do have that whole filter wall in front of it, so that'll help some. But my other ones are definitely like asking for it for sure. Amplifier gaming. Oh yeah, because you gotta have something, dude. Something. You gotta be able to get something, a license or something like that. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know necessarily for sure. All right, guys, listen, I'm peacing out. I got things to do. I got ASICs all over the floor here that you can't see. Boxes of fans on the floor here. I was mid recording a video and didn't get to finish it. So I need to get back to doing that. Thank you guys for joining me. We will drink up the cyber beer another time. One of our late night streams. I'll let you guys know. Keep you guys updated. We got a video coming out tomorrow. Got a video coming out Thursday. I haven't recorded my Friday video yet. We have lots of really good stuff coming. As I said, don't forget, guys, we have articles now on the website, thehobbyistminer.io, and new articles dropping every week. We're on TikTok now. We're on Instagram now. We are thinking about getting on Twitch. We talked about Kick and Streamer. We also are launching and putting a lot of our long form content, talking head content on podcast format now. That'll start to be on podcast, actually, on like Spotify and stuff like that. So like keep an eye out. Everything's going to be on the website, thehobbyistminer.io. Other than that, guys, thank you guys very much for joining me. I will see you guys next time. Take care. Are you ready to invest in your next Bitcoin miner, but unsure where to start? Look no further than compassmining.io. Why choose Compass Mining? 3 reasons. Number 1, an effortless buying experience. Their state-of-the-art website and secure checkout process make purchasing your Bitcoin miner a breeze. Number 2, their expert guidance. Unsure which Bitcoin miner is right for you? Their friendly, knowledgeable team based in the US is here to help. Number 3, their hosting solutions. Need a place to host your new Bitcoin miners? Compass Mining has over 20 partner locations across the United States. I recently visited their Nebraska facility in December and now host several Bitmain Antminer S21s and S19K Pros at Compass. The experience was fantastic. Ready to learn more? Visit the link down below to set up a free one-on-one consultation with a Compass Mining team member, or watch the full Nebraska mining farm tour down below. Start your Bitcoin mining journey today with Compass Mining.